From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Jets defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds Moore in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Inside.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Jets at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think plays like that will give them some confidence, something sorely needed going against this unit.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Jets 0.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Brought down by Willie Gay.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down and 6 now. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
No one has ever questioned the speed of Hardman, who used Summerman to get a 1st down there. He and the Jets both hoping that a change of scenery can unlock a new level of production from him.
They'll run with Hall. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run with Cook at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And again, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in it. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. You weren't likely to make it in the first place. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run with Hall.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Yeah, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to the ground, this time Cook.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in right around the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now they'll audible to something else. On first down, Mahomes. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific, because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Pacheco once again, and he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Butker's kick here is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
13 yards. And their first down, the Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, take 26. 50.
Rodgers to throw once more.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind
scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Rodgers to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And boy, he is very
first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be outbounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
Well, there's no doubt this is going to be talked about for days to come. The decision to go for 2 in the win with all zeros on the clock, and they don't get it. Some questions to answer.
No doubt about it, and I'm always reminded by people I've worked with before, by coaches I've talked to, they always say you have to know what you're going to do.